guys, and welcome back to Flow Dance London Studios. My name is Elena, and together with Marius, we're welcoming you to this Cha-Cha-Cha tutorial number 1. In this video, you're going to learn 5 figures, which are open hip twist to fan, Alemana, 3 Cha-Cha-Cha, Cuban Breaks, and closed hip twist to fan. The 2 aspects of technique that we're covering today are footwork and timing, and leading and following. First, we'll demonstrate all the moves to music, then we'll break them down to count in couple and then also separately, and we will break down the technique for each step individually. We'll left a breakdown of all the figures and aspects of technique in the description of this video for you guys to be able to fast forward to the section that you are interested in. There is a lot to cover and we're very excited. Let's get started.
Two, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1.
Let's have a look at the slip Close Chasse, which we use in our open hip twist to fan. And 2, 3 and 4. Now, this is where we need to pay attention. Marius is now standing in between, so there is some weight on the back of his ball of the foot and some weight on the heel of his front foot. And he's going to now slide the front foot closer underneath him. 4 and, so that's your slip and close, okay, and back replace, and 2, 3. So the slip close chasse from a different angle, and 2, 3 and 4, slide, and 1 transfer, and 2, 3. Okay, thank you. For the hip twist chasse, Marius will do a swivel on his left ball of the foot, and he will also bring his right foot immediately forward to the ball of the foot. Okay, next he is transferring weight onto his front foot, 4, then another little swivel, and close and push, 1. So that's also 3 hip twists there. And now hip twist chasse from the position that it's easy for you to follow. And 4 and 1.
2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1.
And now let's break down the technique for footwork followers. We start in this position, left foot to the front, transfer a little bit of body weight forward onto the ball of the front foot, and immediately back. Hip rotates, chest stays forward. Now release the front knee forward and up to start moving the foot. Back. From this position, knee to knee, straighten the knee, back. Now this is the size of the step that I can do with the height of my heel. Now roll the body weight down onto the ball of the foot. Now front forward and up and slide the foot in. So that's 4 and another backward walk, straighten the leg, and the direction of the step here is side and slightly back, roll onto the heel. Okay, always connected foot to foot. So I'm rolling my weight from the front foot to the back. Next step, I am going to release my knee one more time to free up the foot to move back, straighten the leg, 2, and now forward. Push from the back foot to the front by rolling the body weight forward onto the ball of the front foot. Continue into hip rotation, flick the foot forward, 4, this is ball, heel, bring the knees together for the lock step, this is your Latin cross, and push 1 into the next step. Hip arrives firmly. Continue into the hip twist. Here is very important that you are swiveling fully on the right ball of the foot. Next is a forward walk. So we're extending the knee forward, flick the foot, roll ball flat. Another forward walk. Brush the knees together by rotating your hips. Ankles brushing. Again, extend, forward flick, and arrive onto the flat foot. 2 straight legs. Next is rotation and swivel in the foot. Make sure you're swiveling the full amount of turn, which is 180 in this case, all the way quickly. At the same time, the left foot is pressing down as an anchor to the floor. So that's your 3. Next is a backward lock. So releasing again the knee of the front foot to bring the foot back and slightly across for the lock step. Feet sliding, knee to knee for the Latin cross, and uncross and slightly back for the fan position. And now, let's see this to music again. Alemana, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3.
2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3.
Okay, next is Alemana. So it's your check, and 2, 3. And again the slip close chasse, 4, and 1, and 2, 3.
2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3.
Breaking down the footwork followers for Alemana. So, rotate the hip back. This is going to turn your foot slightly in to bring your thighs together, ankles together, brush them together on 2 balls of the feet just for a moment, and then transfer weight onto the ball of the right foot. Make sure you're steady on the balls of the feet, with the heel still pressing into the floor. So that's your 2. Continue forward walk, flick the foot forward, roll ball flat. 3. Now, another forward walk, and rotation, extension of the knee, flick, lock step. 4, and 1. Then we rotate, another strong swivel to the right, upper body starts, hips and feet, rotation. Make sure one more time that your foot has swiveled all the amount of turn required. Step forward and across for the underarm turn. That's very important here to make sure that your hips arrive onto the ball of the foot before you're doing this turn. The reason why I'm stressing this particular turn, stressing out that you need to arrive onto the ball of the foot, is because very often, because of the pressure with a partner, we feel that we need to anticipate the turn. However, the best advice is do get onto that ball of the foot. So once again, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, all the way forward, swivel, 3. And now the same to music. 3 cha-cha-cha. And 4 and 1. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Breaking down the technique for chasse. So we do side, ball flat, ball, push to the next step, ball flat. Next is a lock step, so upper body turns. There's only a quarter turn for you to swivel on your foot, yet it still needs to be done nicely so that you can now push from your standing foot forward into the lock step, ball flat, ball and ball flat. Again, another swivel, back to your partner, and another chasse. Cha, cha, cha. And now the same to music. Cuban break to Alemana, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3.
And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3.
Breaking down the technique here. Swivel on the ball of the left foot, passing the foot through toe, rolling ball flat, straight into the Latin cross. Roll from toe to ball flat. Swivel back to your partner quickly and bring the foot straight to the side onto the ball of the foot. If you feel like you want to kiss the floor with the heel of the right foot, you can do that, but make sure that you're not transferring too much body weight onto the foot. So that's just for the pressure of the hip, swaying to the side, and then swivel back into another Latin cross, and side, and forward, and press, and forward, and side. Okay, next we're going to do another underarm turn. So we're stepping forward and across. Make sure we're right fully onto the ball of the left foot. Swivel, another forward walk, swivel. And now the same to music. Close hip twist to fan, and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1.
And 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1.
And the third chasse that the leaders have in this variation is the Ronde Chasse. And let's have a look at that. And 2, 3. Now the leg goes round. Now how did he do that? Okay, let's try again from the check. And check, replace. Now from the moment of that replacing, Marius is activating his hip already. Now because of the long break, you didn't actually see that. We'll try one more time. And check, and he's pushing already to hip to go around. So don't miss that moment. That's very important for you to launch that leg around. Straight leg all the way across to the ball of the foot. Quick transfer weight into the ball of the foot and push. So that's your Ronde Chasse. From the check, and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Very nice, thank you.
And 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1.
Breaking down the footwork, we have forward lock, ball flat, ball of the foot at the back, push into another forward walk, ball flat. We're going to do a strong swivel here, upper body, lower body, foot has turned, and release the foot to move back. Keep the connection with the floor on that toe, moving back, a nice backward walk. This walk may be a bit smaller depending on how much space you have with the partner, but always make sure that you transfer that hip, body weight on the ball of the foot. Transfer body weight forward, and now we're going to have a triple action, triple hip twist. So we have hip twist, ball of the foot, hip twist, ball of the foot, kissing the floor with the right foot, push to the side for the third hip twist. I'm going to show that facing you guys. So we have and 4 and 1. Another angle, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Then we're moving into fan again. So we're stepping forward, ball flat, flicking action forward, ball flat, arrive to the foot fully for preparation of swivel, release the front foot, move it back and across, ball flat for the Latin cross, uncross and back, ball flat into the fan position. And now the same to music. Now let's have a look at the leading and following to the count. So open hip twist to fan. 2, 3, 4 and 1. And 2, 3 and 4 and 1. And 2, 3 and 4 and 1. So let's apply this presence and activation to the open hip twist. And we go 2, 3. Now, we have connected, but Marius brought me slightly forward and then back onto my foot. So he's now going to do forward lock, but I'm moving back. I cannot go all the way back to the heel straight away. So therefore, there will be quite a lot of pressure here. This is your push. 4. Maintain the push, maintain the push, maintain the push until this moment here when Marius is checking. So his weight is no longer fully transferring forward, but I am going all the way back to my heel. So therefore we have changed our connection to the pool. Once again, you cannot see it. You probably see that we're stretching away from the center, and we're not moving here. Moving on into open hip twist. Marius is transferring weight and taking me with him. So now I'm on the forward walk and I have changed into the push. Next, Marius is not moving anywhere because he has a stationary slip close chasse. However, he wants me to continue approaching him, so he's making space. You see, he's making space in this shape here so that I can continue forward. Now he's going to change his weight from right to left leg, which also indicates me that I need to turn. We have changed into the pull now because Marius is stretching his left side and I'm stretching my right side. Next, Marius is going to make space for me to go through into the fan. And 2, maintaining the pull. And 3, maintaining the pull. Now he's going to strongly turn me. Now this is very important here, guys. You need to make sure that you're keeping your hand closely to the lady's center, the belly button, so that she can turn easily on the same spot without you pulling her off her feet. Once again, the same actions, a little bit more continuous, and from a different angle. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Close up on leading and following for Alemana. And 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3. Marius is standing on his right leg, I'm standing on my left leg, therefore we're feeling a pull, a slight pull. And then, a very quick action, when Marius is going to do a check with his feet, he's going to give me a sharp indication, yet soft enough for me to still remain on my feet. I close my feet. We're back into the pull. Continue. 3. Now you see, Marius needs to change his arm positioning so that he can turn me underneath the arm, however we're still maintaining the pull. 3. As soon as our hold has changed, we're into the push again. Because we're approaching each other. 1. Now, Marius is going to use the push, but also make sure with the frame he's making space for me to turn and also step through. He's lifting his elbow slightly, just enough for his hand and my hands to pass above my head. Make sure, that's a very important tip, don't do it high, very high, because then you lose connection to your body. So keep it nice and tight. 90 degree here, elbow down, ladies. You need to be able to see your partner through this little window. 3 cha-cha-cha to the side, and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Once again, we're feeling presence of each other, we're ready to go, and 4 and 1. We're going to release these hands and we're going to, I'm waiting for Marius to give an indication of where to turn and also how quickly he wants me to turn. And, alright, so if you are, let's try this again, back. If you are connected to your own center, ladies, you will be able to follow this very nicely. Make sure that this is also quite firm and attached. And, okay, and back. Let's try quick again. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So let's have a look at the leading here. It's actually more straightforward because men know where they need to go next. They're ready to lead and give direction. Ladies or followers are waiting for the signal. Okay, even though you may know, you still need to be connected. And I'm slightly, just a little bit delayed, but I'm very ready. Here we go. And short connection. And 3, and 4, and 1. Now the same would not be possible if my arm would be relaxed and stretched. Okay, we can try that, the same for Marius. Yeah? So, I mean, you can see the bodies, even if we try with the bodies, it is not going to be possible to do it in time with music and look good. So one more time, we pick our centers up, connect to each other, presence, and I'm ready on my ball of the foot, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay? Finish with our push through the heels of the hand in this case. Now you see Marius prefers to have his fingers stretched because that's the feeling that he has from his toes through the body to the fingers. That's another topic for another video we will have coming up. I prefer to close my hands because I need to be ready that there might be a pull at some point. Okay, so that's your hook if necessary. And 2, and. Now here we have a pull, 3. I am moving exactly away from Marius at this point. Now this is quite dangerous, but it's correct. You need to make sure your elbow is as close to you, your face followers, as possible. So therefore Marius has stretched his arm as much as he can with his left side to make space for me, and he is going to turn me. Now, the common mistake Common mistake is if the leader is not making that space for the follower and he's taking his arm wherever he likes. Yeah? This is going to make it very difficult and very pushy-pulley for the follower. It's like a handle of the pot when you have your pot here and the handle which doesn't move. Rotate me wherever he likes. Yeah, so he's turning me here, you can turn me the other way. I will follow him because he is stretching his arm in the diameter around my head. So look at that again. And 2, and 3, and. So he drew all the circle all the way around my head. Close hip twist to fan, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Close hip twist. We have presence to each other, slight push, going towards each other, 4, and 1. At this point, we are connecting the second connection point here, which is on our direct body connection. We're still using both arms, both sides. At this point, it's a strong push here, and we're just kind of hugging each other on our connected arms straight direct to the body. Still using push from this side, and still hugging towards each other, kind of bringing each other closer. And 2. Now, see, there's a strong stretch here from Marius, giving me space once again because he's very aware that I need to transfer my weight fully to my back foot. Although it's not a big step, it's still a full body weight transfer. He's checking, bringing me forward. Now here, have a look, we have changed into the pull. So make sure you're not releasing your fingers here, you're connected still, even though it is quite an open connection and stretched, it is still a strong pull. 2, 3, and hip twist, back into the push, Ronde Chasse for the partner, and 1. So there was a lot of pushing here going on, changing direction. And next into fan. While we're still connected with presence and slight push, we can change from here to here. After that, Marius is going to bring me forward, slight pull, making space towards my left hip here. Left hip, I turn, and 4, and 1 with a push into nice fan position, finishing with a pull. So this is it for today's Cha-Cha-Cha tutorial. We hope you enjoyed it and that it was helpful for your dance improvement. If you have any questions or suggestions for the next video, please leave them in the comments below. We continue providing quality tutorials for ballroom and Latin dancing. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.